Ladies and gentlemen, guys and gals, welcome back. We are getting ready to hop in. Game number 5, Can Denial mount the comeback. Could they be the second team in Call of Duty Esports history to come back down from 0-3? I'm highly distracted. I saw Scott Gandhi and TP cuddling on a couch.
Yes.
Right over there.
It's true. Scott's going to be joining us on the analysis
desk.
desk.
That's why I brought it up. He's going to be doing some incredible analysis. He's been following Call of Duty day in and day out throughout the course of the year. He is so knowledgeable about Advanced Warfare.
He knows
everything.
Nothing. Absolutely. He knows.
No, not a lot.
Not a lick. But it's going to be Recovery S&D coming up next. Not likely that Denial makes this comeback, but
I have faith.
I have faith.
I own a Denial t-shirt.
Once before.
I have faith.
I mean, this is a map that they can bust out the snipers, make some interesting plays.
What do you know about the Wolf Pack?
We did see snipers ending up coming to hurt FaZe in the matchup against Elevate. They tried running 2 snipers, talking with Teep before. Said it was a little bit reckless of FaZe to do that. Elevate made him pay for it. So see if Denial pulls out snipers, if Elevate makes him pay for it, and then how they adjust.
Prediction, Matt, Game 5, who takes it? Do they close out the series? Does Elevate take it away, or do we go further into the series?
I'll take Elevate 6-4.
Elevate 6-4.
I think it's going to be a close one.
All right. I'm sorry, Denial fans. Matthew, Mr. X Morello has
Who are
no
you
faith
taking?
in your team. I'm taking Denial. They're pushing it to a Game 7.
What's the score?
The score? 6-0 Denial.
All right. Well, lots of confidence in Denial.
They call me bold.
I thought you said bald first.
They call me bold and bald.
Yeah, bald as well. But Recovery S&D starting up right now. Let's see who has the offensive side to kick things off. Looks like it's going to be Denial starting on defense. Elevate going to be your offensive team pushing up first. And it's going to have TJ rocking the sniper. So we're going to see one sniper out of the side on Elevate. Let's see what we see out of Denial.
Ooh, just misses it. You know, he used to be a sniper as well, Gandhi.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what his shot looked like.
Yeah, an average one at
Typically
best.
off. But we'll see. He's going to poke up, try to catch a player in the back. And there it is, able to hit the shot.
So I went through the lineup of Denial. No snipers on the defensive side, at least in round 1. Let's see how that progresses through the game. You see Hook flying through mid, able to pick up 2 after TJ gets first blood. Huge mistake by Elevate not to watch that. You see Saints dive right over the top of Temp. This one looked like it was going to be one that could have went in Elevate's favor after getting that first blood. Now Denial.
Like, he bounced and kind of skipped right over his
head. You
see
see Temp laughing. The guys on Denial hamming it up a little bit. Hook finishing with 3 kills in round number 1. Good start for Denial.
All right, I'm going to stick with him. He's 3-0. Got to see what Hook is able to get done. He's been playing phenomenally all weekend long. Going to have the ball in his hand, switch it up with the ASM-1. Looks like he's wanting to get aggressive. You know, those kills at mid-map open up the lane so much. Looks like he's going to be waiting for any player that might try to overextend, work the flank. As you can see here on the minimap, not anyone pushing forward just yet. They're just playing it slow.
Hook trying to work his way around the outside. Slasher, though, going to push up that A street. We should go back on board with Slasher. Just trying to put some shots on a player up top to afford his teammate to get bombed down. But Classic's going to drop with a temp, answering back, though. He's going to get traded. Octane's going to pick up Slasher. And now Hook the Nuke, last player alive for Denial. 3v1, not looking good here, man.
Yeah, especially with them set up in the back there with an ASM-1. I mean, he would have kind of had to push the backside. I know bombs down there around that A site, but not really a lot of options, especially when you know they're sniping in the back, and that's going to be TJ connecting. He got the first blood on the offensive side, able to close it out here on defense. Let's start off with him again.
It's still early in this S&D, but he was a monster in the first one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Starting off hot here, 3-1.
14-3 or something in the first game?
Something ridiculous. See what he decides to do on the offensive front. Looks like it's going to be a fast push up the mid, and I like the call by Elevate. He gets caught throwing out a stun, though. 2 kills in the kill feed. Go for Denial. Make it 3, make it 4. This round is over, Maven.
I couldn't have even counted to 10.
Maven, break down that round for us.
People jumped around. They were shot. They died within 12 seconds.
Yep. Good analysis there, Maven.
That's phenomenal stuff. That was unbelievable. And it's Temp getting him behind and then turning around. Here's the movement, able to pick up Octane as well. Just phenomenal stuff there. And honestly, it was Temp and Hook that were really going off in S&D. Well, really in every game type earlier when I casted one of their matches. Just crushing through game in and game out. I mean, Slasher, they didn't even need the big games from Slasher. We talked about how he's been such a focal point of every roster he's been on. They were going so massive. They were just needing him around even. He didn't have any real monster games earlier.
Denial going with a fast push as well here on offense. Going to be 2 kills for Elevate, 1 from Saints, 1 from TJ. And before this round, when you were talking, I was actually going to say, I can hear... okay, so that round ends really fast. When we go to these face shots, you can hear the comms a little bit. When we went to the one with Denial, you can hear them say, throw on trophy system. So I kind of got the feeling that you were going to go with a fast push if everyone was going to run trophy or hardwire.
All right.
They go down the A street. It was Elevate, though, countering that perfectly. They beat them to the punch, got down into yellow, disrupted their entire rush. See what happens on this offensive side.
I'm going to stick with TJ again. It looks like they're going to slow it down a bit just because he's going to have the sniper. Let's see if we see anything aggressive here from the defensive side, highlighting Slasher, who's going to be probably in the most forward positions here. And TJ just misses one, and there comes the dash across, not able to pick that up. Now Slasher starting to work forward a bit on the defensive side. I believe Slack's probably watching lower. Yes, he will be down below. Not going to have to deal with any pressure yet.
Denial's going to go with a 4-barrel setup. You would say if they were going to go with this, maybe you see something a little bit more aggressive. Slasher with a great line of sight there. One of the players of Elevate, I believe that was Octane. I did not, without COD vision, I would not be able to see that player.
No idea.
My eyes are
Incredible
not that
vision
good.
there. Gets shots on him. Just not able to finish the kill. About 45 seconds on the clock here. Slasher is waiting for a rotation, waiting for
really
someone to
slow
push
round. You don't even see
here.
anyone getting near the A site whatsoever.
Exactly. What happened to these 12-second rounds with everyone flying? They've really changed the pace here. And now Octane trying to get the bomb down. The first engagement should be coming up shortly as Slasher has one right around the corner. Just hasn't peeked the angle well enough, and now he's going to get caught. That's going to be 1 down for Denial. Make it 2. The snipe comes in from TJ. TJ 5-3. Slack 5-3. He's on a 3 streak right now. 30 seconds to go, and they're able to close it out. Elevate just getting rounds and rounds closer here.
We saw Slasher struggle in the first S&D. Now we're seeing Classic here struggle in the second one. Starting off 1-4. Obviously, no new team, new strategies, but playing with some of these Elevate guys, I wonder if they have an idea of where Classic likes to play on this map.
Okay.
I'll have to keep a note on how deep into the rounds he's getting picked off here against Elevate, because maybe they know positions that he likes to play, able to isolate him in one-on-one situations.
And yeah, Classic, we saw him drop the bomb halfway across the map 1 or 2 times here throughout this one. Looks like he's going to play a little bit safer with it this time.
Yeah, he's going to play one-on-one on that side of the map, though, so that's dangerous if he were to drop.
That's not the guy you want to be in a one-on-one right now. I mean, no, not really knock to Classic so much as just when you talk about the talent on this roster, not the guy you want to do it. And that's TJ Haley with
he's changing the game with the sniper rifle.
Absolutely. There's a second snap, able to pick that one up. He's got 2 going. I hate that I compared him to Gandhi. If he would have hit that one, woo!
He is infinitely better with the sniper rifle than Scott Gandhi. TJ picking up 2.
Yeah, that's true.
Amazing shots right there. Going to leave Temp. The 2v1 situation is going to be Octane and Slack last 2 alive for Elevate. They should be able to put this one away. Then the pressure goes all the way on Denial, Maven. It's going to be Temp picking up 1, but you see the great bait and switch there, able to finish off that kill. It's going to be 4-2.
Making sure you're in a position to effectively trade that. That's exactly what they did.
Great teamwork right there at Elevate.
I'm not even sure he had enough bullets in his clip to even finish off a second player if he needed to.
Nope. And Octane in a great position. I mean, Temp has to, ADS all the way to that player in the corner. Wouldn't have been able to, even if Octane missed a bunch of shots, to just snap down to the bottom of the screen. Would have been a really difficult move for Temp to pull off. And Elevate starting to pull away here in Search and Destroy.
We're going to go back. I mean, we've talked about how TJ's been changing the game with this sniper rifle. You got to see if he can get if he would have whipped that one across, that would absolutely filthy. But there's one. Can he get any more?
He cannot miss right now.
The man is a machine. He wants to fly with a pistol. He does not care. Going in with it. There he's able to clean it up. Woohoo! 15 years old. And what kind of plays we see this kid making? I mean, with the sniper, just flies in with the pistol.
Search and Destroy, he's been absolutely unbelievable.
Don't care at all, just soars in there. Wow.
I mean, Denial on the verge of losing this series to Elevate. Elevate comes in, stuns everybody.
I'm staying with TJ.
And,
I don't care.
Not going off. You stay on with him. I don't care what anybody says. You're staying on with TJ as he's hit some unbelievable snipes the last 3 rounds, challenging that last kill with the pistol. Elevate 1 round away from winning this matchup. It's going to be Saints drawing first blood there on Hook. Players in awful positions for Denial. Classics is going to drop as well. All up to Temp and Slash right here.
And Saints working on the ace, I believe. No, that was an assist. He would have been working on it, but there it is to clean up from behind. A couple bullets short of a round 6 ace, just closing out their round 6 win ace, that is. And they are able to take it and take the series. 16-0 coming into this one is Denial. Elevate, that is back-to-back 4-1s against arguably
the two hottest teams
here. Yeah, two hottest teams, absolutely.
The first map, 204, 201, Elevate, pretty close. You saw Denial, they get blown out in game 2, S&D on Detroit, 6-1. Game 4, not too close at all, 6-2. I thought it would have been a 6-4 Elevate. You predicted a 6-0 in favor of Denial. But this series, Elevate, they look extremely tough to beat.
They do. I haven't really seen much of a weakness from them. I mean, in the match against FaZe, if you 4-1 FaZe and then 4-1 Denial, back-to-back series, I mean, they haven't...
And the two teams that looked the strongest, without a doubt, up until this point.
Oh, and what's crazy about it is, like, who cares about the uplink? Uplink is not the most important thing. They're winning the S&Ds, they're winning the hard points. Those are the important ones, especially in these best of sevens. But let's take a look. Our analysis team is here. Let's hear what their thoughts are on this series, guys.
Thanks very much, guys. Of course, fantastic game. One more game to go. But, Teep, talk to me. What happened in that game?
Have to admit, I was completely wrong with my prediction before that one. I thought Denial would come out a little bit stronger, but Elevate, oh my gosh, looking very, very good. Like Mr. X just has said, 4-1, the two best looking teams here from those group play matches, but championship bracket, different story.
I'm just so confused at this point. Like, I don't know what's going on anymore. And one of the questions that brings to me is, how good is Envy? Because Envy took Elevate down, and not handily. It was a close series the whole way through, but now Elevate's coming out and beating the top teams and making it look easy. Like, they just had their way with Denial. The first game was really, really close, but then that next S&D, it was like 6-1.
Yep.
It was just brutal, but Envy took them down. I didn't have many expectations for Envy coming into this. Now I'm just mind blown.
And with that said, bear in mind, Envy play Up to Gaming next. Up to Gaming, when we were casting them, they had moments where it was very questionable.
Right.
I mean, I think that could be anyone's game, but kind of back to that one. Denial went into that series. They hadn't dropped the map. And we're sat there going, wow, okay, we expect to see Denial in the grand final.
Oh, yeah.
And then what would you say kind of went wrong, Teep? If you had to kind of put your finger on it, what was it that kind of happened? Was it just Elevate completely outclassed? Or did Denial kind of make some basic mistakes in your mind?
Just overall, the pressure from Elevate, so much raw skill in those close-range gunfights. I thought Denial was going to be that team that was going to be able to counter them a little bit better, but wasn't happening at all. Elevate always winning those close-range altercations, and just the individual play started to step up. We saw TJ in that last S&D with that sniper, just wasn't missing at all, just playing extremely confident. The most confident I've seen out of any team here thus far. Great stuff. I'm impressed.
Yeah, even the first S&D, TJ Halley had like a 4.0 KD, so he was just destroying in that regard. I personally think they just got beat mentally. After that first hardpoint game, they were down by, what, 40, 50 points going into the final hill. They ended up losing by 3. The contest time just coming in, Elevate being able to hold strong, but such a good game. And I thought it was going to set it up to just be a fantastic series, but then the S&D happened, TJ Halley happened again. It was a 6-1 victory, and after that, Elevate just never looked back. And frankly, I think that decided the whole thing. And then Denial did show a little bit of life in the next hardpoint on Drift, and they came out and just mollywopped them. And I was like, okay, this is where Denial turns around. Like, this is looking great. But then the next thing was S&D, and TJ Halley just did not care.
I'm excited for this Elevate squad.
It's a good squad.
I really am, man. They're coming out, and after they lost to Envious, I was kind of sat there. I was like, oh, that kind of surprised me a little bit. I thought that they really were the strongest squad. But honestly,
now, I guess.
Yeah, it's
weird.
Different day,
So
I guess.
weird.
It's Call of Duty, very on-the-day game. But coming up next, of course, we have the El Clasico of Call of Duty, Up to Gaming versus Team Envious, the final game of the evening. You guys don't want to miss it. That's going to be after this quick commercial break. Be right back.